A Greens councillor, Evelyn, on Sydney's Inner West Council, Liz Atkins, who actually looks exactly like you'd imagine a Green to be. I mean, no offence, but it does seem to be sending those signals. She's got a warning that councils must pay transgender staff up to 6 weeks or so of leave if they want to change their gender, paid leave that is. And as the Daily Telegraph reports that if councils across New South Wales did not provide this additional paid leave to change gender, it, she says, would effectively force trans, non-binary and otherwise gender-diverse employees to leave our employ. Now, the first strange thing about that is how many council workers are transgender, are wanting leave to have surgery to change that gender and would quit their jobs if they don't get it. Obviously, many more than I thought, Evelyn, or is this a manufactured issue?
I think we all know that quota is very important in 2023, and maybe there aren't enough people working for the council who meet certain quotas, so the marketing team all got together and strategized and thought this would be a great incentive. But look, I honestly think it's just emblematic of the victimhood mindset that views every single problem as an injustice that somebody else is ultimately responsible for. I mean, how many medical issues are subsidised by ratepayers? All of them? Or is it just certain ones that are pushed by certain narratives? It's clearly not fair treatment they're after, but special privilege. I had my nose completely shattered, broken, stitches across my nose, the bridge of it, the eye socket, everything. I did this on duty at work and I didn't get any extra days of leave for my treatment, even though it was done in the line of duty. So go figure. I think it's special privilege and not equality, but these things are, like I mentioned before, pushed by certain narratives, and if you question it, if you dare question.
Yeah, well, if all the medical conditions that you might want to take leave for to fix, I mean, it's interesting she chose only that one. And again, I just wonder how many people are out there needing that help. But the other problem is, of course, James, is it fair to make ratepayers pay for that leave for that reason?
Yeah, look, I'm not sure that many people will be availing themselves of this, even if it does get up. But the Inner West Council decided quite some time ago that rates, roads and rubbish were beneath them. They are a global council, and so they love to indulge in issues like this. Look, if someone wants to get gender reassignment surgery, good luck to them, but ratepayers shouldn't be forced to pay for it or to subsidise it by shelling out for leave. Everyone's got sick leave that can accrue. You can take holidays, or if it's really important to you, you can take unpaid leave. Most people do that for a variety of issues. This should be no different.
I would have thought so too, but you know, everything about this issue seems poisoned by politics. You know, we now live in such strange times that the British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak gets a huge applause at his party conference yesterday for saying something I thought didn't need saying. Here he is.
We shouldn't get bullied into believing that people can be any sex they want to be. They can't. A man is a man and a woman is a woman. That's just common sense.
Evelyn, why all the applause for saying it's a plain science?
Look, I think the reason that there's such a big applause for common sense is because it's not all so common anymore these days. But I think a good question to ask here is, what does it actually say about the current state of the world when a politician makes news headlines for stating a biological fact that everyone to ever exist has believed up until 5 minutes ago? Of course, this isn't a great moment of revelation. It's nothing new. We all know it to be true. But I think it's remarkable that we have a politician that's publicly affirmed a truth that had upset a lot of people. And unfortunately, today, that's a rare sight to behold, even from so-called conservatives.
Well, I did notice that Rishi Sunak is so uncomfortable with culture wars that he said it with all the confidence of a fat man on thin ice. I mean, it was just so bizarre. James McPherson, Evelyn Rae, thank you both for your time. I really appreciate it.